Hey guys, welcome back. This is some post-race commentary since I've discovered that I do not talk much when I'm racing, and other than cussing, I do lots of that. But that's about all I'll say usually. So what's happened is the fact that it makes for might as well just not even talk, not even have commentary. But I don't want that because YouTube is not designed for that. You didn't come here just to see a car just go around the track. You came to listen to me, I guess. That's what most of us are. When I go to a channel, I do the same. So yeah. So I wanted to. So we're starting this. This is at Daytona in the winter NASCAR iRacing series with the 1987 cars. I am driving a Monte Carlo because if I drive the Ford, which I haven't bought, it will liable to be the death of me. So have a good run. So we got 5 sets of tires, which is more than we need. But yeah, I would be disqualified for 17X probably. So or whatever it is. I probably yeah. So or is it 25? I don't know. Anyway, so we're moving off. Starting.
One lap to green. Line up on the outside. Pit road is closed right now.
We're not starting. I can see the
Catch
screen
up.
very
Four
well.
car.
But anyway, on the 9th car, I didn't qualify. So starting midfield, say. On the outside, which is not a great place. Yeah, my car can't do nothing up there other than hit the wall. So, setup wise, I used because this is the open class, which is about all I run. Usually I don't, but I could run the fixed, but I am running the fixed setup. But I'm glad I'm not in the fixed, because there's something wrong with the fixed setup that I can't drive the car properly. Or the car's very unsafe. So what I did was I took some rebound stiffness out in the back. So I know that it tightens the car up, but that was the whole idea, because this thing will snap loose on you at any time if you get the throttle wrong. And I didn't want to take unnecessary chances in this race, because this is
car is off. Time to do your job. Green flag, green flag.
This is in fact my second attempt. My first attempt was a absolute shit show. I actually wrecked out half the field because I went high trying to pass the car because I thought I could, and it just into turn 3 and it just snapped. So, and by the way, if you see any Wrangler cars, be mindful of those. Here we go.
The yellow flag is out. They want you in single file.
Glad we missed it.
Letter 17 car by.
We'll let it. So anyway, so yeah, that's how it starts. This isn't the first one that I avoid today. But I should have said earlier in the video, and I'm not going to start over again, I should have said that you should wait to at least fast forward to the finish, because I did finish well. So, and it wasn't because of, as you'll see if you watch the whole video, you'll see that I wasn't that great. So something was wrong. This is the weirdest field I've ever driven in, by far. No, I don't know. I did a Darlington race earlier with the 1987s this week, and it was more the same. I don't know how I finished third at Darlington in a 1987 car when there's no freaking way you could pass anywhere on the track, but people were trying it anyway. I just don't understand. And that's some of the problem with iRacing is these people have, and this has been my argument, is these people have like no skin in the game. And as you see here, I'm just stopping in to get some fuel, see if I can get in the back, because I want to leave them. Or to tell you the truth, I need time to process and get away from the wreck. Well, at least the wreck will not be in full swing before I get there. So anyway,
We're done. Get going.
just gonna hang out here, as you see. So what I was saying is for these drivers, they just have no skin in the game. I mean, they have no boss that's telling them, oh, you need to perform, or they actually have car owners that worry about damage and their position and stuff like that. So these people can just drive like morons, pretty much, and they can just come back and, you know, they can try 2 or 3 attempts to see if they can finish. And they can just continue driving like morons. Where I, on the other hand, is driving only one race like I would in real life. So it's important to me and my car owner, which is me, does not want it, wants it back for another race. So, especially when there's a Talladega race coming up. So that's how I'm doing a role play thing. So basically, I'm driving on iRacing as a driver, which is James. So I want to do good, and I want to race with semi-decent competitors. So for some reason, also, they cut the laps back, and I guess it's because people complained about yellows being so long. But it gets to where the fact is, if you're pit late, you almost cannot make this back on a restart if you got one to go. Especially if you're the lucky dog, you almost cannot. You can't do a pit stop as a lucky dog, which is tiring, but and a lot of it has to do with the leaders are still out. So I guess now that I think about it, I guess it's not too bad, but it just seems like you get the lucky dog and you're in the last in line. You might as well just come in and get tires, you know, so that you can be fast. You're going to be back there anyway, so you might as well, you know, fill up or get tires or whatever.
Go green, stay focused.
So anyway, the best part of this race is that we restart in single file. And I'm not up there yet, which don't really care to be. There's only one guy behind me, and he's probably lagged back so that he could take a run at it. That's how they like to do it. So. Somebody wanting to lag back, which it's okay, just as long as you're. That's not a good place to do it at. That guy's lucky. I don't know how he didn't hit the wall, but okay. Here we go again, Mr. Wrangler.
Car inside. Clear inside.
So anyway, that's my thought on it. It just had no skin in the game.
Clear.
And I don't understand this guy. He was slow. I passed him, and then he passed me like I'm standing still. So that's just kind of... This is why I'm saying to watch out for these Wrangler people. They think they're Earnhardts or something. I don't know. So... The only difference between them and Earnhardt was Earnhardt could actually, even though he didn't win Daytona very much, not the Daytona 500, but he was a much better driver than they'll ever be in their lifetime. So anyway, if I can't pass on the straight, I'm definitely not passing.
Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Outside is clear.
And this guy's just asking to hit the wall. And why he did that is beyond me.
Outside.
He could just tag behind, and we could have... I actually had to get out of the fuel. I had to, not out of the fuel, but out of the throttle to get him so I don't hit him, because the car is just crazy. So, and I mean, we just left him. So, or it's just a guy that sticks behind me for a while. So, race is kind of a blur now. But yeah, as long as we can get in I got really behind because of having to deal with all these weirdos back there that were speeding up, slowing down, getting into my way. So the pack just run off on me. So, and they're gonna do this all day. So this is nothing new. Having a problem being able to keep up with the draft for some reason. It happened the same way at Talladega, next gen cars. I just cannot. I was so worried about getting hit that I got myself out of the draft, and it's not good. So, but with iRacing, it doesn't matter because there's always somebody that will kill the whole field for you. So you don't have to worry about that. In real life, kind of happens that way sometimes, but most of the people know what the hell they're doing. So, but all humans make mistakes, so wrecks happen. Even in pro level, so, in real life. So. That's why you're not gonna have somebody fresh in ARCA running Daytona 500. So we're cruising right along. Seems like I got my fast lap. And the relative just reading off just every little thing. So it's like we're if I can't get around these guys on the straight, there's no point. I mean, I could get a run on him easily. Obviously, I picked him up pretty quick, and then I'm out of the throttle. But I'm not gonna He's already on the downside. I'm not passing him on the outside. That's just, it just can't, you can't do it. I mean, you can. You're asking for it. You'll scrub off most of your tires just trying to save it from hitting the wall. But anyway, this is the best place to pass, just like I'm doing right now.
Clear outside.
And just stay down. This groove right here is not too shabby, and you won't hit the wall, and you can get on the throttle. Then you have to worry about the normal blockbuster dude. And I'm not risking it. A guy that far off pace. Risking my position now. 12th is kind of dumb. So I'm going to pass him on the straight just like I did the other guy.
Keep low. Clear.
So we're looking pretty good. I mean, I guess it was the first race made me realize that, you know, I gotta take care of myself, and that requires me just going it alone. Then that's how it'll work. Right now most of the riffraff have already wrapped, so they're already running around full throttle, and they're safe because they're not going fast enough to be dangerous. So that's the deal on that. So it's easier to have more of a green flag run than we had before. So this is good for me to shake out the car, see how far I can go on tire wear and stuff. Even though I don't have the Streamlabs, or not Streamlabs, but Race Labs thing up to see tire wear, which I should have, but about the only thing there's three things that I usually use during the race, and I use it on actually, it's funny because I don't record on my actual gaming PC. All this is done through video capturing card and into another PC running OBS. So what I do is Race Labs is nice enough to be able to access Race Labs through the IP address of my other computer, so I can actually, if I want to, I can actually put everything on my OBS like people can do now. But the reason I wouldn't be like I've always had this dream of being a streamer and a YouTuber, so I just have lots of equipment to do the job. So I actually have a media PC, which I'm recording my voice on right at the moment, and I'm editing this video. So, which I use Adobe Premiere. It's a good program, I think. I'm sure. I tried DaVinci. It's real nice. If you really want it's free. If you really want a decent or a really good video editing program, but you can't afford it to buy like Premiere or some of the others, yeah, DaVinci's the way I would go at it. You could actually probably do everything I can do here, or better. It's just that Premiere's easier, and for me to use, and I'm already using Photoshop, which I don't have to, but I kind of like Photoshop. I can use Paint.net, which is another good program, a little harder to use, I think. I think what I can do with photoshopped is a lot easier in a sense, but it's a lot more expensive. So if you guys want a decent and free to use, and that's very nice of them, a program that does a good job. And I use and trust me, I use paint.net quite a bit too. So as much as I use Adobe, if I know that doesn't make sense, but there's some things paint.net can do that I like, and there's some things Adobe does that I really like. So what I do is there's a converter, and I can convert my stuff to Adobe format, and then I can bring it into Adobe, which it's not the greatest, but it works. So especially in the Adobe does layers, I think, a lot better than, well, I don't think, I know that Adobe does layers a lot better than paint.net. And that's too bad, because if they really worked on that, that would be pretty awesome. Now, have I tried GIMP? No, I haven't, because paint.net seemed to fit the bill. I'm sure GIMP's fine. So if you want to try another photo editing or to make thumbnails and stuff, GIMP's not a bad offer to either. So anyway, I'm still going around and around, which is good, because at least I'm not dead, and my car's in perfect shape. So I'm hitting my marks. I regret, Wednesday night was, I don't know what happened. I was trying to get used to my new shifter. I actually got Fanatec or Fantech, or I don't know. One of these days I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna see how everybody pronounces it. I just don't pay attention to that. So I think I mean, I know when I see it when I read it. So, but pronouncing it, I usually don't have to. So, but I end up getting their CSL DD wheel to replace my G29. I don't know if you guys are interested in a review per se, because there's plenty of reviews out there for this wheel. I'm using it right now in this video. It's different. And with that, I bought the NASCAR wheel with it, which is quick disconnect, which is very nice. Very nice. I like that. There's one thing I do like about this setup, is the disconnect and the bigger wheel, because it's really cool. I really like that NASCAR wheel. I like the feel of it. It's got like a suede-ish feel to it. It's really awesome. So it's a very expensive wheel. I mean, I could buy a whole J29 set for as much as that wheel costs, plus the adapter I needed, which is an extra cost to plug into the. So yeah, by the time you get done buying the CSL DD wheel, or the direct drive unit, yeah, you'll have some serious money in it. By that, I probably would have been better off just going and buying the DD2, the direct drive version 2, and just skip the CSL. It would have been twice as much. But anyway, this will be sufficient for any of my future. The good thing about this wheel, it doesn't clunk like the G29. Actually, performance-wise, no difference. I'll be honest with you, no difference between the wheels performance-wise. I would still be doing the same thing right now in a G29 than I am with this wheel. So it did not make me a better driver. Now, what the DD direct drive has done, oh, we went yellow. Somebody wrecked out. Yay, because we needed it, because I needed a break too, so get some tires, fuel up. Oh, they're still hanging out down here. Oh, this must be residual wrecks, and I got scared right there. I was like, man, somebody's pulling out, gonna hit me, but it ended up being the pace car, thank God. So would have clipped through it anyway. But when I was getting, and yeah, we're gonna go in and get tires and fuel. But what the DD wheel is slick smooth. I mean, with the G29, you feel the gears when you move it, and stuff. With this, you don't feel a thing. So, you do feel some of it because it is a gigantic, how would I say, motor. So you'll feel it when it gets to the different magnets inside the thing. I don't know if you guys opened up an electric. This is kind of like a brushless system. So I'm thinking, so it would it's dealt on magnets, and so you're gonna kind of feel it when you move over to different areas. So, but when it's on, kind of don't feel it at all, because the force feedback, I mean, it's constant going. But it's lightning smooth when it's on. When it's off, you can feel the magnets and stuff, but now that I think about it, you don't feel a thing. And boy, I'm telling you what, when it comes to force feedback wise, this thing will break my arm. It's that powerful. So I have it turned down, way down, to use this car. Matter of fact, when I go in the corners in Daytona, it forces the wheel left on me, that to a point when I had it on the settings for the G29, I couldn't drive. I mean, it was taking over. The steering wheel was. So I ended up turning it way down. I was shocked at how much force feedback is in one of these direct drives. So even this little small dinky one. So yeah, if you ever get a direct drive, just remember it is so powerful that you could hurt yourself. So be careful. You're not gonna hurt yourself with the G29 as much, but you will with the direct drive wheel, I can guarantee you. So if you wreck, take your hands off the steering wheel, because it's liable. It's gonna go wherever the wheels turn, and it's probably past your ability to handle it. So just be careful. I think the torque on this is mighty, about half that of a normal, a better DD drive, but still, it's enough to hurt you. So just be careful. Just be mindful of force feedback. But anyway, it was a lot of fun, and then the shifter I got was their which the shifter cost is ridiculous. The cost of the shifter, I don't know, I splurged. It's kind of nice. It does it's a 7-speed. It can do, or I can do sequential. So I'm doing sequential now with it. So I just go up and down on it, and it shifts just fine. One thing about it, you're going into that gear, because it's got one heck of a pull. So it mounted to the desk, and the desk almost doesn't hold it back. You got to be it's got one heck of a spring action to it. And this shifter cost, oh my gosh, like I said, I could buy like the whole set of G29 set for as much as the shifter costs. So it's just crazy how much you can spend in this hobby. And I'm not even buying the most expensive stuff. So, but yeah, I splurged, and yeah, you could say it is probably a Christmas present or something, but it wasn't. It was more like I actually ordered about 2 or 3 months ago. Yeah, the back order is something to behold, so I don't know why we're jittered there. Did you guys see that? Interesting. Or maybe it was just Adobe.
Green, green, green. You're in the top 10.
Hopefully it's Adobe, and you guys didn't see that, so. So I'm not doing too bad in the game. I'm in the top 10. How I got there, I have no idea. Like I said, this has been absolute. And that 4 right there, that guy is crazy. I'm just saying. He has no idea. All he can think of is going fast, 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 and being out front. That's all he can think about. He can't. It's all he's wired for. He can't think of the big picture. So, and that'll be probably his downfall. So, the guy who won it, he was thinking big picture. How he got to where he was is beyond me. But you should have heard me during the race too. I was just marveling at him. And you'll see here in a little bit. And we're going. Well, we're getting her done. I didn't trust these cars up here, because anytime they're in the gang, they can't. You just have no business running too wide with this car. There's no lane for it. You just can't do it. Especially when you're going in the corners, you can't. I mean, I see him doing too wide, and I'm like, why? It's not. I did have some handling problems earlier in the race, and this is probably where I did, where the car was just like crazy. You can't feel it, but dude, steering wheel, it was just, I don't think I had ever controlled the car, and
Still there, hold your line. Clear up top.
And the Wrangler dude passes me, which I let go because any of the lap down people, the lapper cars. Oh, here we go.
Slow car,
Here we go.
Go high.
See? Told you. Number 4 car. And the crazy thing is that we're still under yellow. I mean, we didn't even go yellow, and you thought that would. He was tore up. Well, got rid of some more raff. So anyway, we're still going. As crazy as that was. And yes, it's going to be a long race. We're not even... We still got a ways to go. Which I wasn't too worried because I was already in the top 10 and we had a ways to go. Even though we were way off pace. But really, did I really want to be up there? I'm fine just right here. Don't hit the wall. I don't know how you could not hit. I just don't understand that, but okay.
You're in fifth.
And how I'm in fifth, I don't understand either, but and I kind of use this lane because I don't want anybody coming underneath me and causing me problems getting into this corner. Because that guy up there, I wouldn't have made the turn as high as he was. He had to have been burnt roasting that tire off. There's just no way. You can't. There's just no grip up there. So there's no way he had to put all of his steering into it to get it to turn. I mean, look at him. You have to literally be... Your right front you have to burn it off up there. I mean, I don't know. I'd be smacking the wall. I don't get it. He's a better driver than I am because I'd already wiped out by now. So, I mean, I'd have to have so much steering into it when it caught up. When the rear end would come around on me, and when the wheel finally caught up, you know, it started to loosen up. I'd have too much wheel in it and spin it. So anyway, if you want to know what I run now, I run the DD setup. So I run a direct drive. And the coolest thing is I can disconnect the wheel and I can leave it in the base.
Clear.
And there's the crazy driver again. He was in that wreck earlier. Going up there to get wrecked. That's all he's doing. I figured if I'm just staying behind and out 5th place, I'm out of danger. Well, semi out of danger. I do not know how these guys are running high like this. It's crazy. Whoop, too much tarmac. That's not good. Don't hit me, don't hit me.
Outside is clear.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. I think I even yelled it. Don't touch me. I made a mistake there. Luckily he had the heads up.
Outside.
I'm letting him go because I ain't dealing with it.
Clear outside.
I was thinking, I am not letting somebody in 14th position wreck me out if I'm number 5. So, that's exactly what I was thinking. And I paid attention to the relative a lot. Knew what I trying to really didn't pass anybody per se. Just tried to keep it calm. So far, so good. I recorded a lot of videos, but I haven't finished them, editing them yet. This week's been a total bust when it comes to putting stuff out. I apologize for that. If anybody was waiting for me to post something on this holiday season, and I was terrible because I decided to do family time. I needed to. So I spent a lot of time resting and and doing family time, and was off from work and had plenty of time to do it, but decided to go to St. Louis and check out and take a stadium tour and then eat in St. Louis and have fun with my children since they're on holiday break. So that was what we ended up doing, and then we ended up goofing off for most of the week. So I did get my racing done. I needed to do, but I didn't get my videos out like I needed to do. But I'm sure you guys understand that this, and like I would tell any YouTuber or streamer, family first. So, yep, we'll always be here when you get back. So, mostly, I don't have much of a following anyway. So, but
Go high.
if I did, I apologize. Yep, it's like this. Yep. What could I have fucking done here? Sorry for my language, but yeah, what could I done? I tried to get back on tarmac, but no, wasn't having it. So I had to drive in the grass here. And again, no yellow. So I'm thinking, crap, my race shot now. Good thing I had to. That purple guy would have killed us. Didn't take any damage though. Not a thing I could have done there. I positioned myself, but he was just all over, and I just couldn't get out of his way. So, and I lost my ability to maneuver, and then I wrecked myself too. So, yeah. So. But amazingly enough, we're still in top 10. How that's even possible is beyond me. So your guess is as good as mine. I was looking at the volume bar, and it reminds me. I was looking at I was looking at the filtering settings of OBS.
Inside.
There's 4 again. Like I trust him. Please clear me. Thank you.
Clear
Thank you.
inside.
Thank you.
Car inside.
Thank you.
Clear inside.
Do not want to be on the outside going in this corner. So I'm not afraid to let off the throttle, unlike these dudes. And I can't run full throttle around this track, so it doesn't really matter. Like I said, I never checked for tire wear, but tires were always good all the way up till the whole full fuel run. I mean, I didn't have any problems the whole fuel run. So tire wear was never a factor in the whole race for me. So, and if you're in the next gen car, tire wear is not a factor at all. So I actually could go like the whole race with one tire set. So it's going to be interesting it's going to be an interesting year with the car, with this new car. So. But anyway, I was looking at the OBS, and I realized that I had the gain turned on for the video capturing card, the audio gain. I was like, why do I have 80% gain on the audio and then I have the audio turned down big time because it was too much. So I ended up taking that out, and I guess I had set that sometime, so that was really weird. But anyway, yeah, I don't know why I had the gain set. I had a gain filter set, and then I had it turned down. That was kind of defeats the purpose. So that guy was completely off, and then back on. And let me guess who that is. That's the DuPont car, I think. So, yeah. Yeah, he's amazing. I have to admit. Amazing driver. So anyway, I tried to steer clear of him. I have no trust in a person who's all over the place. Well, plenty of speed, obviously. I could sure use the yellow flag, I can tell you that. We go a long ways on green flag. And I got to thinking, I think there's only 200 laps in the Daytona 500, and we're doing 120. So, if I'm thinking right, we're doing almost 300 miles in this race. So it's going to be a long race anyway. And it's what I like. So these are more laps than I would put in the regular Legends. I'm fine with it. The longer the race, the better. Sorry for you guys, but you're gonna have to watch a long video. That's why I always pick the open races, because they were longer, because I really enjoyed pit strategy. And the shorter races, I have no capability of getting out front. I just can't do it. They're like sprint races, and I can't do sprint races. That's why I have a tough time. I'd love to be in community races, but most community, oh, this guy's gonna lose it in front of me as usual. The number 4 car as usual. I'm telling you. He kept it up on the wall, so he didn't come down on me, which is good. And we stayed green, which is bad because I needed to. Really, it'd be nice to have a yellow flag right now, people.
The car outside. Outside is clear.
Letting him go. Not dealing with that. How he can make that turn up high, I have no clue. Without hitting the wall. That's crazy. I'm telling you, it's not possible. Well, I mean, I guess it is possible. He did it, but it's not possible for us to do. I mean, for me to do that in this car. I just can't do it. I don't know what kind of setup that he had. I don't know if setup shop or something. I don't know what it is, but it wasn't. This stock setup was never meant to be up there. And how we're in 5th right now, beyond me. I have no clue. It's just been like this the whole race. I've been in the top 5 the whole race and don't understand why I'm up here. And I mean, I'm literally, believe this, but I'm literally like a couple laps up from other people. So I just don't know how.
Car outside, clear.
I don't know why this guy
Car outside.
is such a pain in the butt about this.
Still
That guy
there,
right
hold
there,
your
the
line.
2
Clear.
car. He went clear down there with me. And then was going to make an impossible pass up at the high point because I'm not going high. And they should know
You're
that.
back in 5th.
I know I'm in 5th. I'm in 5th by a long shot. Yeah, we're almost an hour. Well, it's only 51 minutes so far. Yay us, huh? If you made it this far. I'd about wore out. I don't know what was going to happen up there. Yeah. Like, there was nothing up there but just nothing but wall. I don't know why you would do that. I mean, I'm no genius or anything, but gee. I mean, he's going to hit it again. I mean, to this point, I had to go around.
Outside is clear.
Can't. I'm just thankful that he stayed up there, because it could have been horrible. Gave him plenty of room. I'm not dumb. Man, is that car. Man, you could just hear the tires squealing. I mean, just going into the corner. I mean, it's just super tight. And you can loosen the car up, but you're just asking for a snap. It just snap on you. Right in there. I mean, that's a sweet spot if you can see the difference in pavement and stuff. There was a sweet spot in that corner. The infield there is treacherous. Not as treacherous as Talladega. You can get so much speed on it. You can't get as much speed here, but in Talladega you can. And it's really treacherous, the infield. But I finished second in Talladega, so. Oh, and that was on my first attempt. I almost won. Just by a nose. I got out of the throttle because I didn't know where the smoke was coming from. And then, I mean, why? Why, dude? But anyway. This purple guy is nobody to mess with either. He drives like he's the first place car.
We're halfway in the race.
And we're finally halfway. Yeah. How he saved this? How is this? Okay. He might be a dangerous driver, but that's some skill right there, dude. Literally, that's some skill. I could not have done that. What he just did. So you saw it here, folks. You saw one of the highly skilled people of iRacing. Because that was an incredible save. Because I was waiting for him to dump it and kill me. Now I had the hard part. I gotta pass this dude.
Outside.
Which wasn't too hard.
Clear.
Okay, I made it look easy. And that was the only place, because that guy will race you to death. He might have let out the throttle, because I passed him pretty well there. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Yep. It's just right in this sweet spot here, where the two pavements, it looks like they're, see how it looked like it was dry and then kind of wet on the outsides? That was a perfect spot. And going into this corner, I don't know what he's doing, but that's crazy. That is crazy. But I had no other choice. That's not something I normally would have done. Clear sailing again. Because if you, yeah, you see it right there? See where it looks like wet on both sides, and then you're just going in this dry patch? That is the sweet spot. I'm thinking. Well, for my car it is. So anyway, looks like I'm bringing up the fuel. Seeing how much time I got left. Because we're going to do a green flag pit stop. Which is, I'm like, how am I ever going to stop this car? Because believe me, this thing has no brakes.
The lead is fitting now.
And so it starts. I'm thinking if the leader is going, I'm going. So be prepared for this. I'm just telling you, be prepared for this. I don't know what to call this. I'm out of throttle. I'm praying. I'm thinking, oh shit. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna. Yeah. Well, that went well, didn't it? Well, there goes our race, I'm thinking. So, I've been in wrecks. I've been on the road. I just screwed up a pit stop. Yeah, I'm thinking we're finished. Because that's the dumbest thing. That was dumb. I didn't realize the car was going to snap like that. Or I would have done something different. But anyway, I hit the brakes hard because I did not want to. I thought I was going to bust the speed limit, which I probably was. So, DuPont car. So anyway, it was a good pit stop. 21 seconds. So, crew did good there. So, we're off.
The lead is fitting now.
Didn't want to take any chances here. Probably one of the slowest exits probably of any car here. So anyway, we're still in the top 10. How's that ever possible? I'm thinking either we just have some really, really bad drivers in this race or something. Because I'm not great. You just saw it. Wiping out. Trying to get on pit road. So. So. Yeah. Yeah, that's my driving skills for you. Got a lot to work on there. So. So anyway, we're starting some more green flag run here. Pretty long one. And we meet Mr. First Place car. And I'm a lap down. Actually, if I think about it, I'm actually a couple laps down. So I wanted to make sure that I just was making sure that I was hoping to pass him to make me one lap down, so I'd have a chance at the lucky dog, or at least if the yellow came out, I could make could actually do something. So we're gonna follow him for a while. At least attempt to try to pass him, which he wouldn't let me. Which I don't understand, because I was way faster than him the whole time. And plus, I was thinking he's gonna have to make a pit stop, because I can't be that far down. But I don't know when this guy pitted, but he pitted at the most opportune time. It pretty much won in the race. So, and how he did this is beyond me. That is crazy. I almost bit it right there. I couldn't believe that pass. So, I mean, that was so dangerous. I can't tell you. I don't know how. I mean, some of these guys have some skill. That's all I got to say. I mean, really, we're being in 7th. I mean, I'm in a decent spot, you know, for to end this race, if it ever ends. Because it seemed like it's never going to end. I mean, the guy's fast, so. Which it should have been a clue right there that he's fast enough now. And I thought he was on older tires. I don't know. He might have taken. Yeah, but I don't know how you could. I don't know how you could have a lap up on everybody. That's the thing that I don't understand about this whole thing is that guy up there has a lap on everybody right at the moment. And I couldn't. And I was thinking he short pitted or something, and eventually he's going to pay for that. I mean, he's going to have to pit. So, but I really needed to get around him because I was 2 laps down. And if I get around him, I'm 1 lap down. And if I get a yellow flag, I'm at least 1 lap down. You know what I mean? Or I have a chance at getting the lucky dog. So getting on the lead lap, which would be awesome. So. But don't go yellow yet, because wait until I can get in my pit window for the end of the race pit window. I definitely cruising along, isn't he? I mean, I could easily have pushed things. I mean, I look slow and that I can't reach him, but believe me, I can catch him anytime. Then he passes this guy, and this is where the fun begins. Because all of a sudden this guy decides, hey, he wants to run with the first place guy, even though he was slow enough to get caught. So. And it becomes dangerous. It becomes dangerous because he's not even on. He's not even racing. I mean, there's no need to do what he's doing. So. But that's how they do it here, so. I mean, the car was doing great. I mean, look at that. 211 mile an hour going into turn 1. Or no, turn 3. No, that was turn 1. $212. I was getting her done. I mean, that guy had some speed up there, I'll tell you.
You're back in 5th.
Now I'm back in 5th. What kind of pit strategy? I mean, two positions. I mean, I would never give up 2 positions. So, unless I just wouldn't. I mean, I'd try to drive the car to a point where I'm not in that, gets myself into a point where I have to do it until I need to. Which would be nice not to have another green flag pit stop here, to be honest with you. And in Nebon's video I watched before I started the voiceover for this, Never thought about just taking the right side the whole race. I thought I just need to take 4. I don't think that would have made a difference. It made a difference for him. Probably wouldn't make a difference for me. So don't know. But that was a strategy I would have not thought about using, and maybe I should have. So he's by far has a better racecraft than I do. I mean, I'm still learning from him, so but he was racing against, his field or strength of field was probably 3.5. This is only, I think, 1.3 or something like that. So why they were down there at the bottom is beyond me, but okay. Like I said, there's some crazy pit strategies and some crazy stuff going on I didn't quite understand. Yeah, and those guys got out front a little bit on me, basically because I was trying to keep being killed, or there's always an opportunity to be killed, so I wanted to. But as you can see here, I'm not having too big of an issue with it. Don't come down.
Car outside. Clear high.
A lot of momentum going. Man, did I take some rubber off on that, getting in that corner. Must be on somebody's draft because I wanted to get caught back up. I was getting a little behind in there. Yeah, I was worried about that. And then I don't know what he was doing there. But being dangerous, that was. Back going again. And they decide to race each other, which is interesting. And I think the number 1 car's tires were starting to go. I'm using, I mean, look at this. Get past this guy.
The car inside. Clear. Car inside. Clear.
Why? Why, oh why, oh why? how I got ahead of him. Oh, here he comes.
Inside.
Okay.
Clear inside.
Back around me. Okay. Not a good place either. You trapped me behind this 18 car, which is not going to give me a break.
Outside. Clear high.
So we're back in the one thing where we were ahead of him, now we're not. Sure can't use the yellow yet. At least get us in the pit window. So at least we got a fuel run to the end.
You're in 4th position.
How I'm in 4th? I have no clue. I'm just gonna keep saying that. I don't know how. I don't know how you could. I don't know how I could be 2 laps down in 4th. It's just bizarre. But that's what it is.
Caution, yellow flag. Line up, single file.
All I was
Pit road
thinking
is
was,
closed right now.
how lucky,
Catch up, 7, car.
incredibly lucky could you be to be 1 lap up on the field and then have a caution for lag? Oh shoot. Needing to pit like we did. So unbelievable.
Catch up, 14, car.
Unbelievable. Well, it's still unbelievable how you see me. I wrecked out one time,
14, car. Catch up, 3, car.
and then I blew it in a green pit stop, in green flag pit stop. You know, completely blew it. Trying to get in the pits, so. And to be 4th.
Pit road is now open.
They're the shittiest drivers on the planet, or I don't know. I don't get it, because I'm not good. So we're gonna go in and get gas and get Sunoco fuel and put some tires on. Not speeding the pits. I wish they had the animation for And the cars have been around long enough. Why they don't have the animation for pit crew? It's pretty sad.
Line up, single file. Catch the 7 car.
Though I wish they would have our regular helmets for this. That's something that I would have done with the Hans devices and stuff, because even these because that's the reason we have Hans devices, so that we didn't have it what happened to Earnhardt. So I mean, it can be nostalgic, but we still should have our own the normal gear that we normally race with. That's what my thing is. I mean, we got everything else except for a helmet. So, that's something that I think.
1 lap to green. You'll be lining up on the inside.
Because it's really not. I mean, it's nostalgic running these cars, but it's not nostalgic race-wise because we're running pretty much tracks that never existed. What did exist kinda in the 80s. I sure liked Atlanta in the 80s. I wish we could have Atlanta back the way it was back in the day, where it was just 2 corners. There's an actual oval.
Catch the 7 car.
And not what it is today. The tri-oval thing. Why would they started that? I have no clue. Maybe because they put more seats in. Who knows? But it was a lot neater track back in the day. Because I kind of graduated from high school a year before. So, yeah. So, yeah, I kind of remember NASCAR in the 80s because I was, I don't know all of it because I went in the Army in the 80s and didn't watch NASCAR. But before I went in the Army, my dad's a big NASCAR fan, so we watched it quite a bit, including golf. We watch golf because that's my dad's favorite. One of Dad's favorite sports, my dad.
Car inside. Clear.
Yeah, I miss Dad. He would have been super proud of me and how well I've been progressing in iRacing. So. 2021 is behind me now. Now I'm in 2022 as I record this. Not when I did the race. I did the race last night, before the 2021, but doing the voiceover in 2022. Yeah, I lost my dad in June, lost my wife in June last year, and I'm done. I was done with that this whole last year, so it's taken a while and still not 100%. I miss them both. So. Anyway, race is going so far. I was in the draft here.
Outside.
But I'm going to let out the throttle
Outside is
and
clear.
not be in the draft because How he's staying up there is beyond me without hitting the wall.
Outside.
With this guy, staying in trouble. This gets me behind. At this point, I'm in a good spot in the standings, and I'm not going to run it. Not letting anybody run it for me. So I'm in the defensive the whole time. Looks like I'm getting caught up here. So. I mean, the car is plenty fast. So. Even on the stock setup. Of course, with the rear end that is free to bounce around a little bit. I did that on purpose because I thought maybe the wheel would more travel. Allowing more travel in the back would keep it from keep the wheels down in the corner, and so it doesn't bounce around as much. I mean, it's bouncing around, but I don't feel as much in the car because the shocks are taking that out for me, and it get more contact, or put more weight on the wheels as I'm bouncing. So letting it bounce a little bit, the rebound. So, and it was a good call on my part by going up a notch or taking less stiffness out. So, because the car was completely controllable the whole race, as you can see. So. Was it chewing up the right front? Probably. Again, I wasn't paying attention, but... And I'm able to stay up the lead pack, which is mostly... As you can see, it's mostly lap cars. So. Playing follow the lead. So. People bottoming out. But you didn't want to bottom out either. That was be hard on the butt. Well, this track is rough this day. And somebody's losing it big time. Okay. How you doing that? And we finally lose
the yellow
it all
flag
together.
is out. They want you in single file. Pit road is closed. Left
Oh.
up 25 car by.
Glad the Wrangler guy had enough heads up to get the hell out of my way. I was running out of pavement.
Past the 8 car.
Which he's the 8th car, so theoretically he was better than me. So. And look at this!
17 car.
The lucky dog. We're a lucky dog candidate. That was good news. So we'll only be one lap down. And here I was hoping to get tires.
17 car.
But the way the green flag structure works with this Daytona track, if the leaders don't pit, which they're not going to, I am absolutely screwed from trying to do a green pig. I can't do a pit stop, so.
The pit road's open. We do have the free pass. You may pass the caution car on the outside. Because you're the lucky dog, you'll be held at the end of the longest line. Passer, 17
There ain't much
car,
of a line, though.
25
Anyway,
car, passer, 1
most
car,
cars are out.
pace car, catcher, 19 car.
So this is fantastic, to be honest with you.
Catcher, 16 car.
What's not fantastic is I was looking at the track map and I wasn't never getting away from them. No way I could have made a I could have made a 2-tire pit stop, but I want to make a 4, so there's just no way here. I wanted to. Just checking the fuel status, and we have plenty of fuel, so for the finish. So.
Letter 7 carbine.
Yeah, there's just no way. Matter of fact, when they cross the checkered flag here, it's going to be lining us up.
One lap to green. You'll be lining up on the inside.
But it was nice to be 1 lap down instead of multiple. Excuse me. Well, we're getting down there. Like I said, it was going to be a long race by default. 120 laps at Daytona is quite a bit.
Catch up, 7 car.
When most open races are about 60, about half laps. Yeah, 60 or 70 laps. Just enough to make it interesting.
Get ready, going green.
So I'm in 4th here. How that's even possible, I don't know. I keep saying that because I really don't understand what's happening in this whole race.
Off, time to do your job. Green, green, green.
I mean, I literally have been not even racing hard at all the whole race. Though I definitely felt it. I burned a ton of calories fighting this force feedback and direct drive, but I only did that because I wanted to get quite a feel of the car. You know, I was too afraid that it might snap on me, so I upped it about one notch up, and why he's pitting is beyond me. So you got a bit of distraction. But how Daytona, how which got me way off base. So I was worried about him, you know, deciding to get back on the track. Didn't know what was happening. I'm definitely a candidate for, if we have another yellow, I'm definitely a candidate for what the hell?
Inside.
See, this 18
Clear
car
inside.
is a bane of my existence. I don't know what that was, but I'm glad we made it work. That had Kill James on it, written all over it. I don't know if he let off the throttle here, but we passed it.
Outside is clear.
So thank you. Yeah, we're definitely a lucky dog candidate one lap down. Matter of fact, there's only a few of us. Look at actually, I'm on the lead lap. I'm on the lap with the other two cars right at the moment. And then this is gonna be weird because I'm already stepping ahead of myself and it hasn't happened yet. But for some reason I get the lucky dog cabinet here. So, because there is gonna be a crash. So, I mean, we're still in this.
The yellow flag is out.
Yep,
They
here we
want
are.
you in single file. Pit road is closed. Catch up 5.
I mean, we were almost in it too. That was
Catch
not
up
helpful
25
either.
car. Catch up 16 car.
But how we're the lucky candidate right now, I have no freaking idea. How we're in third, I have no idea. Okay, here's my thought. I'm on the last in line. I'm going to attempt this time to get 4 tires. Because it makes sense. I'm going to be in the back anyway. I might as well attempt to get 4 tires. And so you're going to watch my attempt. Coming up.
Pit road is now open. You are the lucky dog. Get your lap back by passing the field on the outside.
So you
Because
won't
you're the
believe
lucky
this,
dog,
people,
you'll be
but
held
I
at the
am
end of the
on
longest line. Past the 16
the lead
car,
lap.
past the 3 car, past the 3 car, past the pace car, catch the 11 car.
And now I am kicking butt. Going as fast as I can. Because I need to space myself out enough to make this yellow flag, or this yellow flag pit stop. Remember the shit show. Yep. It almost did it to me again. I end up speeding. I couldn't get the car slowed down. But lucky me, it told me I had to go in the tail of the line, which I'm already there because I'm a lucky dog, so no biggie. So I'm going to get tires. Yes, the pace car is coming.
We're done. Get going. They're showing us the black flag. Too fast on pit road. Okay, got to go to the end of the longest line.
Which is no big deal
You
because
only have one set of tires remaining. Line up, single file. One to go. Next time by. Catch the 5 car.
I'm already forced lucky dog behind.
5 car.
Now I'm in a new predicament. We're 1 to green and I'm a lap down.
Catch the 19 car.
I don't know what my reason was to slow down.
About to go green. Stay focused. Let the 19 car by.
This is where
First
I
car
get
is off.
screwed.
Time to do your job. Green, green, green. Okay, you're in second.
Yeah, I'm way behind now. But check this out. I'm in second place.
Inside.
And of
Still
course,
there.
the 18
Clear inside.
purple car screws everything up. Yeah. So I'm way behind. In second place. And a yellow flag would have been really nice again. It would indeed. Maybe not for keeping the video short, but it would have been nice indeed to have been a contender up there. Probably wouldn't, because it probably would be a shit show. I mean, we're just way. I mean, I tried to give it my all. I was on fresh tires, they weren't. I still did. And not being in the draft, there's nothing I can do about it.
Five laps to go.
5 laps, yay.
Slow
It's
car
almost
down
over,
low.
folks. Almost. The 18 car, why? We're still cranking along. I mean, by this time, I had second place. Pretty much sewn up. Actually, I think they were 3 laps down, I think, behind me. So, third place. Which, don't understand how the heck you get that way unless you had some damage and you just want to get it done. It's just bizarre. So maybe they were caught up in that wreck. I don't know. At that point, just get tired. Get moving. But sorry guys, I'm all by myself. Wish I could show you me fighting for the lead or something fun. But for me, big picture is standing, so.
Two left to go. 2 to go.
So it kind of looks like we're gonna go bring the rest of the way, which is too bad. Been nice to have been caught up. At least, I mean, I could have gave him a run for his money with the fresher tires. So.
Last lap.
So, last lap here. No chance for green. Yellow flag now. But it finishes on without a green white checker, so which everybody seems to hate. So. And there we are.
There's the
Second
flag.
place.
It's over. Great job. You did really well.
Thank you, spotter. Or crew chief. So I'll do my cooldown lap here. Everybody getting out. Like, I'm getting the hell out of here. Really, no need to show any wrecks because I actually could see the wrecks in my windscreen. Because I was in front of most of them. Or, I mean, I was in the back of most of the wrecks happen in front of me. So anyway, really good race. So. There would be. Let's see what the numbers are. Let's see here. Hey, not well. We had that 5 incidents, so yeah. But we keep safety rating up, and look at where it's 1622. Well, anyway, I'll let you guys go. Thank you for stopping around, and we'll see you next time. Take care.